This FM 104.3. Good to meet Take.
And Rama Momo Yam Kakranka, we Namuti Mechim. Mo, me now for BSD friend Ra. Bomb yam left and right, and I'm the Simon. Richmond, applause from me. Bomb him. Na Kabila send them say, 80 send them my Yankita who dear.
Yeah.
My Shishay.
Yeah.
I was hard year.
Yeah.
Make I say Professor Smart Sapon, but that's right. It resists our issue.
Exactly.
SD for one carry. Meba and Kasa Chairman General Manube Mwaja me bomb yam kakre na musani manugu me so kikiri na Kabila sending. I want to discuss this tomorrow morning. Even if it's not part of your topics, I am sure say you've my nyoma bebre. You see? It's back to the same Bible. As is also Kania. And that's also Kania say, oh, they share the answer and shrink. Why you weary? Would you see? Intimate and I'm sacrificial lamb. And so men and mamma choir say, more church him, and I Professor Fiajoy, you see, in a 23rd February, and I nearly do some can make it Kabia Chemopa. Make it Kabia Chem.
Chrono far so did
it was a home cooker and I'm home cooker and I'm a bomb yam. Share now do you need
more with a lot of information.
Meba, answer now.
Oh, man, can no
Mekai, because Ubia Mommy. Chairman General, good morning. I can see you are well. You need to learn a bit more about adventism before you conclude the way you are doing. I will pardon you because you don't know much about us. Okay.
Tennis player. Tennis bat no dey bubo.
Maybe can I don't want to. And you mean na me can ye. Madam for be so. Also send them. Hey, also we're deleting it here. We're deleting it.
Kwame, me pulling the leg. In the same scriptures, also there, the Sabbath was made for man.
And not man for the Sabbath.
For the Sabbath.
Correct.
No, see there, because the Pharisees were there. Also in Pani.
That's right.
Because it was a Sabbath day. No get you on a one and a punching. Obefi no one boom, no one. Now also on Tano do not get you the man.
Because of a Sabbath.
Because of a Sabbath. But one wanting as all the supporting that there are more than 700,000 voters.
But you see, I agreed. Question. Ain't he say a 2 about memory dada? Ya 2 about 96 ya 2 about memory dada.
Yes.
Ya 2 about kwesi dada.
Yes.
Ya 2 about ifia dada.
Yes.
Kwesi dada yankofo bi sumda.
Yes.
Me fiada yankofo bi sumda.
Yes.
Ya 2 about without issue.
Yes.
Okay? And no one. Nah.
Because without issue, it is not entirely correct.
Okay, I'm not for protest here, Krana.
No, I'm talking about the turnout, the voter turnout.
Okay, fine. But the baby,
but then your without issue stands.
Yes. Say, I need the day.
And yes, I was some and I was some considered. So that is
still,
why you say
yeah, without issue. It is still yet to aba. Now, your fan is say near Equi.
No,
na electoral commission says it's a constitutional requirement. SDA for purchase 2024 muntu abana. Kabila. Because we voted on Friday.
No, Kabila.
We voted on Friday, Saturday, Sunday without issue. Yes,
unless there's a constitutional amendment.
That's it.
If 63.
Remember also, don't worry.
If 63, 63-2, Article 63-2, as the election of the president shall be on the terms of universal adult suffrage and shall, subject to the provisions of this constitution, be conducted in accordance with such regulations as may be prescribed by a constitutional instrument by the Electoral Commission, and shall be held so as to begin A, where a president is in office, not earlier than 4 months, nor later than 1 month before his term of office expires. In the requirement. I was president in office.
No. Thank you.
No time by expire or 7th January. And see also not earlier.
6th January.
But because he's sworn in,
yeah.
And so it is the dawn
of
the 12 midnight, and so let's say the 7th.
That's right.
And see, us not earlier than 4 months. And so I start from 7th September. So 7th September, 7th October is 1 month. 7th October to 7th November is 2 months. 7th November to 7th December, 3 months. 7th December to 7th January, 4 months. And so we cannot, when there's a president in office, we cannot have an election before 7th September.
Okay.
No, so not later than 1 month to the expiration of his term. What it also means is that we cannot have election after 7th December.
No.
But on the election,
so we can have it between 7th September and 7th December.
Exactly.
Okay.
But on the parliamentary, what does the parliamentary so 1124? Also subject to clause 2 of Article 113 of this Constitution, a general election of members of parliament shall be held within 30 days before the expiration of the period specified in clause 1 of that article. That is Article 113. And see, within 30 days of the expiration of that, yes, in the 30 days it counts from 7th December to 7th January.
Yeah,
that's when Parliament will be dissolved. The old one will be dissolved,
and the new one takes over.
And see, if it were just the president, we have some space from 7th
September
to
7th December.
But parliamentary, one of the two are together.
Yes.
The parliamentary is on within 30 days.
Yeah.
So what that means is that from 7th December to 7th January, the election must be conducted within that space.
It can't go beyond 7th December.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So until these provisions are amended.
Until they are
yes. And it is not also a day compliant matter. It is a date compliant.
Date, not
it is the 7th. That's the reference point. 7th January. That's the reference point.
Yeah.
Talking
about date compliance. As if the Maritron na at Sabbath, Sabbath was made for man, not man for Sabbath. No, I actually be them baby Kabila. And as a date compliant.
That's right.
Kabila. Kabila patronate na twaso.
Okay.
Se SDA ni ade no to adromba for ese ento abama no be mampanyin. Na the swearing in the Saturday. What happens? Say 6th March a Saturday. What happens? Say a very important May Day a Saturday.
Yeah, what happens?
What happens? Iti when I am Muslim, we can only ask questions. It may sound silly, but it is a question. Say SDA near the Mampenini, ya to about with the Mampenini. The date of swearing in 7th January 20 whatever. Aye memleda into uncle. And now 6th March. And now May Day. Aye memleda
22,000.
22. So
when you mention 22, then you clap for your hands.
Yes, you what? You clap for your hands. Kabila, it's me stretching the kakra.
Yes.
Because it comes back to Alotedian.
Yes.
Man and Sabbath.
I'm not the right candidate to address some of these things on behalf of the church.
Oh no, you're not doing on behalf of the church.
Because
we're just having a conversation.
Liberal view of some of your doctrines.
Okay.
But ni nyina mu no. Say me can say trust them and the rule of our faith and practice. You go back to the Bible. Enti memenda for enya aye memenda. But in the history of our church, one of the founders, Ellen G. White, her funeral was conducted on a Saturday.
Why?
No, that was what it was done. And when you read some of those things, you will understand. Enya aye no say ye in a secular sense. Any issue no say kwan aye fa so aye no ene twa adwene si Nyankopon so. Today may not be the appropriate thing, but concentrating on this election date petition no. As my minister kan no. the church anticipated it. Into paragraph 8, or say we are aware that the proposal we make requires the amendment of non-entrenched Article 1124 of the Constitution by Parliament. Then suggest how it can be sponsored and all that. And he say it means Parliament is restricted to 30 days of say to aba and son of Parliament na close no. It means sign no presidential na wo kan ye no it is catered for. And he say we record the first Tuesday of November. Then you serve it solves the problem. And he the woman say unya say obekwa referendum. Because 112 no I non entrenched. Okay, kwa article 63 na said na wo kan dia. Eno no entrenched.
63 class on entrenched. 63 is not entrenched, 112 is not entrenched, 113 is not entrenched.
Okay, nti ehon nyina no ye betimi through parliamentary amendments ayaye ma nti ono na ai asafo no yen. Kwame what the church is doing is building on existing protocols by the Constitutional Review Commission.
Yes, but enyemra
and enyemra yes. The Electoral Reform Committee and the government white paper which was signed by Professor Mills into being and signed dated June 15, 2012.
None of it is law yet.
Yes. And the asafuna ye na won say beyond a sum kasano. Ye won kitangudie soso a akoso efa ya mamuo ho a ebeboa ama sa na manyina akoso. Se me mampani na sabi bibi koso memenda eye esum ho adwuma because ye ka sumu a nyame sumu a eye nipa ho adwuma se obetwe ho afri enema a ebeye wo apede na ebe kwakọ gina nyame so. We word on Sabbath asafo ebshira aware on Sabbath, and I don't think say Kwame minister ni mamie ye ya ye call memenda onya memenda ni me so memenda madam fo no memenda na oye sayi no etwamu a there is no day I make me akwakọ emano to commiserate with him. So it's one of them. I went to church that day, but I still came to the funeral.
May I sure say MMDCs be on regional ministers be home here Adventist.
Me papa di DC.
Ain't it time papa DC?
Sorry, me minda.
Ain't it 6 March say eto Saturday and Kobeden?
And I mean, well, I don't recall say between 2001.
Oh, me can't say.
But I don't think say. Well, J.K. Bonfe Senior or a different.
No.
No, I'm looking at the broader picture.
Yes, national duty.
Duty so mean this and ka obey fairly in the duty to respond to the national call.
Yeah. And voting is a national duty. Civic.
We are not saying look, and I have done a whole study on voting in this discussion.
This FM 104.3. Good to meet